This is really, it's not looking good for Hugh Anthony at this point. But we've got even more. How does he choose to handle this situation where, you know, lefties are going after him, GROYPER's are going after him, everyone's going after him. A weird fucking closeted Nazi, actually. I think that's what it's about. I think it's because you're trying to be like a Nazi.
Number one, I was 15 in 2018. Number two, I was in a relationship in 2018. Number three, you're brown.
He thinks it's the Jews' fault that he's gay. You don't even know what it was like growing up watching Phineas and Ferb. You don't even know. You don't even know the shit I've been through. So, guys, we went over this yesterday, but I want to do like a real segment about it. Because I sort of went into it blind, disorganized. Didn't really know what I was looking at first. But I want to do a proper segment. So there's this guy called Hugh Anthony. He goes by. He goes by Hugh Anthony. And he is one of the many who occupy the legions of Fuentes skinwalkers that exist now. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's like, you'll see like Instagram videos or like TikToks or whatever of like different Fuentes clones in different countries. So there's like a Portuguese Fuentes. This is the British Fuentes, Hugh Anthony. Let's get a sense of just sort of what was he like? What's he doing? So prioritize Britain, PB. You'll notice this is just AF. This is just AF. This guy does not have a single original thought knocking around in his dull fucking head.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Prioritize Britain. I'm your...
So everything, the whole set, just ripped from Fuentes. Like, he set up, literally, he has done everything he can to set up exactly like Fuentes. He's got, you know, a Prioritize Britain mug like Fuentes would have, a Prioritize Britain hat, wearing a suit. Like, it's just like he has done everything he possibly fucking can to just like totally ape the bit. And I truly don't know how you go through your life like this. I actually don't know how you go through your life mimicking someone else like this. Is it not just, it's like so shameful. It's like, it's so shameful. You have no thoughts of your own. You have no inner monologue. You're like not ensouled. You weren't ensouled. Okay, you were not ensouled as a child. You were not born with a soul. You were conceived through probably some terrible act. You were probably conceived through some terrible act, and you don't have a soul because God chose not to give you that. So this is Hugh Anthony, and he's just like a full-blown Fuentes skinwalker. Now, that's probably not enough to justify a whole segment on Hugh Anthony. I mean, it might be, to be honest. I can be a bit like that. I can be a bit like that. But that's not why we're covering him. The real reason we're covering him is because Hugh Anthony, if I can find this Twitter thread, yeah, here it is, was caught doing some strange stuff. Okay. So as we just mentioned Soho, which is about London, as we just mentioned Soho, here's some footage from Soho recently.
My first time in London. London! In London!
Where are you coming from?
Soho, Cheshire.
Cheshire! Cheshire! What's gayer, Soho or your Grindr profile?
I don't have Grindr.
I'm banned on Grindr, so...
Oh, you banned on Grindr? For doing what? Hello!
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You're absolutely stunning, baby. What?
My first time...
So that's the footage we have from Soho. Now, who's this guy? Who's this blonde guy? Well, it turns out this is actually... This blonde guy here is actually the media manager for Prioritize Britain. Yes, I used to do OnlyFans. It was a low point in my life where I had to do it for the money to survive. I'm not proud of it. And he's got a pinned tweet saying, I'm gay, always will be, and I enjoy journalism. Media manager for Prioritize Britain. That's this guy. That's this guy. That's this guy. So, that's a bit of smoke, you know? That's a bit of smoke. He said in that video he doesn't have Grindr, is what he said in that video. Obviously, this guy did have Grindr, but but Hugh Anthony himself claimed to not have Grindr, but more and more evidence has started to come out. We've received more and more evidence. Here's, I assume this is from probably a different night in Soho. Maybe the same night. Who knows, really? So this is not a good sign. This is really, it's not looking good for Hugh Anthony at this point. It's really not looking good. But we've got even more. We've got even more. This image has been made. Now let's go through some of this image. Let's see some of this infographic. You cannot be a Christian and still be a sewage hole connoisseur. It's impossible. Of course I can be a Christian. Being Christian is trusting in Christ. That doesn't stop just because I love a man. Being Christian is following the footsteps and teachings of Christ. There is no Christ's teachings that allow a man to fuck another man's shithole. Just disgusting. You cannot be a Christian when you are following the ways of Satan and going against Christ's teachings. No way. Actually, Christ's teaching is that we all commit sin and we repent for it. Sodomy and theft are both sins, but both forgiven by the Lord. So he's saying that there. He says, I'm sorry, I'm going to jump in. Sure, we all agree nuclear families are more beneficial. Single parenthood has a significant correlation with a higher risk of child poverty. I'd rather a child has the ability to be in a family that is more likely to be financially stable, Jesus Christ, for that child and have a more comfortable upbringing, regardless of who it was. Secondly, you go on about orphanages being more acceptable in your opinion than a same-sex couple. Can I point how prevalent abuse is in orphanages? Whereas data shows children are at significantly low risk of abuse from a same-sex couple. The Bible does not state anywhere it is only a man and a woman who can raise a child. I would rather have a very rigorously vetted couple, gay or straight, put a child into a better home than allow them to sit in an orphanage. Straight couples should receive priority, because it is undeniable those figures are crucial for a child's development. But if there is no straight couple and a same-sex couple seeks adoption, they should be vetted and evaluated for the safety of the child and allowed if found acceptable, for the benefit of the child's chance at an upbringing. It isn't about same-sex couples, it's about a child in need of love and comfort. So, a relatively reasonable liberal take. Probably not a reasonable GROYPER take. Probably not a reasonable Christian nationalist take. Really not the sort of thing you can be saying if you want to be UK Fuentes. As a gay man, I genuinely wish I was straight. I wish I could have my own biological kids with the partner I love. And then as we go through here, we see actually some Jewish twink, not me to be clear, some Jewish twink on Twitter, gay Jewish twink, just to be totally clear, says, well, he doesn't say anything, but we've got the DMs here. OMG, slay. And then this is this gay Jewish twink in briefs and a jockstrap. It's censored here. Sending that to Hugh Anthony, saying this was mine, and then you can't quite see it's cut off at the bottom. Hugh Anthony replies, "Oh, that's cunt AF." Now we go here. Oh damn, could use a handprint or two though, and then this is, I believe Hugh Anthony's cock, and he's saying a handprint and this. A handprint and this. So yeah. Huge, insane things happening here. Huge, insane things happening here. This guy getting out as a total queer. So, what else has happened? Well, he said a little bit more than just the gay shit here. What did he say in this video? Let's have a look.
Nothing to hide. I don't know why you think I do. I've worked a minimum wage job since I was 18. I was in an abusive relationship, which I got out of, and I don't hate the man, and we are very fine with each other. So, what do you want? I don't know what you expect me to say.
Yeah, he's 22.
I've done worse than jumping on trees. Enjoy. Sure, go find some of my old thirst traps, I suppose.
Yeah, so he was in an abusive relationship with a man. And he did a Oh, it's taken down. We've got the video version. He did a stream yesterday addressing the rumors, okay, addressing the allegations. So let's take a look. We watched some of this last night. How does he choose to handle this situation where, you know, lefties are going after him, GROYPER's going after him, everyone's going after him?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Prioritize Britain. I'm your host, Hugh Anthony, and I can't help but smile. I can't help but smile from what a crazy, crazy weekend it's been. You know, we had all the things with Robin Stein. We had all the crazy things with Robin Stein, where I was showing his links to the Israeli government and the country of Israel and his Jewish ties and everything, but Clearly, people don't like it when I gain a little bit of momentum. Clearly, people don't like it when I gain a little bit of steam, and they're like, "No, we've got to stop this guy in his tracks."
Yeah,
and they're trying to, as hard as they can. They're trying absolutely.
He has somehow managed. He has copied Fuentes' mannerisms and somehow made them like even more flamboyant. Like he is coming off like even more queer than Fuentes, which is, I mean, tall order.
Rail me off. No pun intended, rail me off my course. But I'm not going to stand for it. Frankly, I'm not going to sit here and bow down to your pathetic attacks. I think, frankly, they're dumb. You're not going to win. What do you think I'm going to do? Back down and go, oh my God, they got me. Pause, guys, they got me. I think you're a bunch of fucking cocks.
Wow.
So before we get into that, I just want to say thank you.
Guy who takes up the ass thinks you're a cock.
Now, this is a man.
Yeah, so okay, wait, let's watch some of this. So he does like a "This is America" bit, okay? He like takes Fuentes' "This is America" speech, you know, the whole like, not "This is America," that's Donald Glover. That's Donald Glover. "I am America," sorry. The "I am America" speech that Fuentes did in response to Tucker. He takes that and basically imitates it, but about being like a queer who loves dick. Yeah, I am Soho. I am Soho.
Out of the depths of hell to benefit my mental state and the world around me, to stand up for what I believe in. And I am not going to sit here and pretend like I was perfect and that I did everything right. I made a lot of mistakes. As a kid, I said a lot of weird shit. I did a lot of weird shit. But this man in front of you right fucking now, this is a man that has overcome all of that. This is a man that is stood there.
He's not gay anymore, guys.
He's not gay anymore. And told Satan to fuck off. This is a man that has rejected every single aspect of that life. He has turned his back to it. I have had every single one of my friends disavow me, reject me, block me.
Oh my God.
I don't live a social life. I don't have these big social groups. Everybody that I used to know, everybody that's still stuck in these mentalities, they have got rid of me. These people that may be exposing DMs or sending off messages about me or whatnot.
He does want to wear Nick's skin.
Used to be,
dude, he would be like trying to sniff Nick's hair and shit if they ever met. You can just tell. You can just tell. He'd be like, you know, creeping up behind. He'd be doing on some Biden type shit, on the Biden beat, you know. Grasping the shoulders.
My friends, why do you think they're not anymore? It's not just suddenly they decided to not like me. It's that this guy changed his life around. This guy stood against these people. So they can slam me down if they want. They can send out whatever rumor they want about me. This motherfucker stood real. I think I'm the first guy to be cancelled by the gay community for doing gay shit. That's crazy. Oh yeah, man. Tolerant motherfuckers, by the way.
I think it's actually for being like a weird, fucking hateful Fuentes skinwalker. I think it's for being like a weird fucking closeted Nazi. Actually, I think that's what it's about. I think it's because you're trying to be like a Nazi, but you're like a gay man. I think that's actually what they're going after you for. And I don't think you got cancelled. I think they're just making fun of you. I think they're making fun of you for being a Nazi gay man. I think that's what's happening.
happened to be a Jewish guy that decided to start it all. Didn't like what I was saying, apparently. Oy vey.
What cope?
Oy vey.
It must be
because
he's against Israel, guys. It must be because he hates Israel.
What are you going to do?
Actually,
you're going to get mad at me because I want...
The Jews made him send pictures of his cock to some queer on Twitter. The Jews made him do that, guys, actually. I don't think you guys understand.
To preserve the native people of this country. You're going to get mad at me because I want to preserve the identity of this country, the values...
Zog made him take it in the ass, okay? Zog made this guy take it in the ass raw. That wasn't his choice. That wasn't his choice. That's the Zog chip. That's the Zog programming. That's just what it's like growing up as a Western man now, okay? That's just what it's like.
Traditions of this country, because I grew the fuck up and I had some balls to stand away from you people and go, you're demonic. You're sinful. You're lustful. I don't want to be involved in you. You've dragged me down very dark paths, and I have found the light. Jesus Christ has saved me, and I've moved away from that. You want to cancel me? You think that's going to get rid of me? You think that's going to make me shut up? You know what? Give it an extra month. I probably would have shut up. It was a lot. Doing politics is a lot. You've got millions of people a day, and I say that from my Twitter, over 1 million impressions a day of people that want to cancel me, want to drag me down. Dude. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of backlash from it, but I still stand up and fight against it. And you know what? Yeah, I've done better.
This is clearly a bit, and you're all falling for it. I wish this was a bit. I wish people like this weren't real. I wish there weren't actually these weird Nazi gay dudes who idolize Fuentes, don't have a personality of their own, and will just get on the internet and unashamedly rip another man's personality and try and transpose it onto their own. Okay, I wish that wasn't the world we live in. I wish this was a Sacha Baron Cohen-esque, you know, performance art piece, mocking the state of alternative media and how young men attach themselves to, you know, online figures and then just immediately start ripping them. You know, we could probably, where was Nonfon? Nonfon was in the chat a minute ago. We could probably do a parallel story here. I wish that wasn't the way we live, but we do. But we do.
Shit, I'm not the best human being. I'm not pure. I've lived a real life. I was brought up on Black Ops, not boarding schools. I went out, I explored a university life.
There's no pot kettle situation here, okay?
But you know what, on top of all of that?
You can't pin anything on me.
I'm Britain's bitch.
Dude.
You can't stop that.
Dude.
I'm a real...
He, like, actually thinks that goes hard. He, like, actually thinks that hits. Like when Fuentes is like, you know, what is it he said? I'm America's, yeah, that was it. He said the same thing. He said the same thing as that, but for America. And that actually made some kind of sense. Like Fuentes, you know, has sort of a vibe and had been in the spotlight with like Kanye and shit like that. So there's like there was some sort of like backing to that. It maps onto his bit and his history and the stuff he's become known for and stuff. You're not known for anything. The only thing you're known for is taking cock. You are known for being a fake Fuentes who's more gay, more openly gay, more obviously gay. That's all you're known for. Literally taking cock, sending pictures of your dick to Jews on Twitter. That's all anyone knows you for. No one knows you for being Kanye's political advisor. You can't call yourself America's. You can't call yourself Britain's. You can't do that. You don't get that. You haven't earned that. You haven't earned any of this. And it's so obvious to anyone with fucking eyes.
And I don't care about saying that. And I say that for a point. I say that for a point that I'm not scared of you people. I'm not scared of you people or your social differences that I can and can't say or what I may or may not have done. I'm a real fucking bitch. I've lived a life and
I'm a real bitch. I'm a real bitch. Huh? 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 Yeah, literally, like, polishes nails. Polishes. I'm a real bitch. Polishes nails. Polishing nails emoji. I'm a real bitch. Polishing nails emoji. That's this guy right now. That's this guy.
I've explored the good and the bad, and I will say exactly what I want to say. And you can deal with it. I will stand up and say exactly what I want to say. I will stand up for exactly the beliefs that I believe in. If you want to cancel me for that. I don't give a shit. I'm a real fucking man. I was brought up as a real man. I will remain a real man. I was brought up in bad situations. I've been through more than most people my age have. I'm a real bitch.
Dude,
I'm a real...
Dude.
N-I-G-G-A.
Just some fucking middle class retard go like, I've been through more people my own age have. Like, dude, what the fuck are you saying? What do you mean? What fucking struggles have you been through? You just got out of uni. You just got out of uni, dude.
Clip it, I don't care. Welcome to the real world. Real world is not parliamentary. We're not Bill on your stupid language of what we can and can't say or what we can and can't do. I'm a real guy that will say exactly what I want to. And I say that for a point. The only thing I fear in life is God. I don't fear you people. I don't feel your retaliation. I don't feel what you try and criticize me about. I don't fear my past. My past made me exactly the man that I am now. And I will remain the man that I am now. I have grown more than you guys could comprehend. You may continue to sit there doing mass amounts of drugs, being bitches, getting fucked by as many dicks as you can,
so
because you're so mentally inept, so you cannot break out of the conditioning. I broke out of that. I broke out of that, and now I cannot be contained. I am not scared of you. I am not scared of the law. I am not scared of what is socially acceptable. I am a real human being. Politicians won't sit there, unless you're Aaron Banks, politicians won't sit there and say that. I fucking will. I will, because I care enough to say it. So try and cancel me. Try and bring me down. I will own up to my mistakes. I'm not a pussy. I wasn't raised to be a pussy. I'm saying this in front of an audience that I know will get thousands of views. People will clip this and send it around. You think I'm fucking scared? Scared of what, bitch? Scared of what?
What is the tough guy act? Dude, you've just been out. Everyone's just mocking you for being a Nazi who takes cock in your ass, dude. Come on.
If anything. Because these people online want to sit there and tell and go, you were asking for my nudes in 2018. Number one, I was 15 in 2018. Number two, I was in a relationship in 2018. Number three, you're brown. I was definitely not asking that. I was definitely not asking that. But Owen Jones wants to sit there and try and agree with it. He wants to try and agree with it and go, yeah, oh, this is crazy. Owen Jones, aren't you a man that likes to try and appease to rapists? So I don't...
Dude, it's so crazy. You're left wing. You like rapists.
Oh, okay. Sorry for living like most people nowadays live.
I don't know how
I'm sorry to Jesus for failing in his name. Dude. I'm sorry to the people that I let down in life. I'm sorry to myself for falling into sin and temptation. I am not sorry for the fact that Jesus Christ died for my sins. That man died for my sins and for temptation. He died to give me salvation. I am not a perfect human being. I am a real human being.
Yeah, dude, this guy does not have the charisma to just, like, talk about nothing and go in circles for 20 minutes like Fuentes does. It just is not hitting. There's nothing compelling about this at all.
I am a man that has been built on his experiences. You will never take that away from me. You will never sit there and slam me and try and make me out to be some kind of evil villain, some kind of degenerate. That is not who I am.
Wait, no, you are. Wait, no, you are.
I don't talk to anybody. I don't really have a social life. I'm not a big social guy.
You are a degenerate.
I don't go out. I don't go to...
I literally just... I saw a video a moment ago of you in Soho with your homosexual media manager talking to a black transvestite in the street where you're talking about Grindr.
I'm in London. In London.
Where are you coming from?
Soho. Cheshire.
Cheshire. Cheshire. What's gayer? Soho or your grinder profile?
I don't have Grindr.
I'm banned on Grindr, so.
Oh, you banned on Grindr. For doing what? Hello.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You're absolutely stunning, baby.
Wow. I assume he said he was selling his nudes. I assume he said he was selling nudes on Grindr. That's what he whispered to the black person there. And this as well. So I know you're a degenerate. That's not up for debate, really.
To nightclubs. I don't involve myself. I don't social guy. I don't go out. I don't go to nightclubs. I don't involve myself. I don't have apps like Grindr or shit before people start making that rumor, which I've also seen. No, I don't. I'm not interested in your.
Whoa!
I've grown up.
You can't say that. Whoa!
I've grown up and I've moved away from it.
Guys, he's saying slurs. Isn't that so fucking awesome? Oh my god. Guys, he's still got the balls to say slurs. Isn't that crazy? It's not like literally everyone says the N-word and the F-slur. Actually, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. The only reason they don't still get banned from platforms. It's just like so fucking cringe, man. It's so try-hard. It's so try-hard.
I let a lot of people down in that life. I let myself down in that life. Do you know how boring it is being high on drugs 24/7? Boring as fuck. Please. What am I, Snoop Dogg? I don't want to sit there going, I'm high as a kite all the time. It's boring. I grew the fuck up. And now I'm fighting for the prosperity of our people. For my people. For the English people. For this country.
He's laying the groundwork, guys. He's laying the groundwork. He's laying the groundwork. When he gets a diagnosis, it's going to be sharing needles, okay?
Slate me. Say whatever you want. Don't care, bitch. Don't care. You're just jealous. You know what? You've done more for me than you have against me. I've gained more followers today. More interactions today. I have people in my DMs thirsting over me, being like, you know what? You're based and you're hot as fuck. W and true.
Very careful word choice, this guy. People thirsting in his DMs. People, not women thirsting in his DMs. People thirsting in his DMs. People thirsting in his... Not women. People. Okay.
True. You have failed. Nice try, bitch. Nice fucking try. I'm not a pussy. I was never going to sit there and let this attack me.
No, this is not a response.
I don't really
this
care.
Is a response to the GROYPERs and the gay community and Owen Jones and
implications of my past. Everybody has a past. And it's disappointing that so many people have been through my experiences, not because I'm slamming them, but because it's so normalized. Because so many people are mind warped into these delusional ideas of lust and immorality that they think that is the way to live. I want people to break out of that. If anything, I have the ability to stand up against that and say, this is bad. This is going to cause you danger in the future. This is going to ruin your relational standpoint. It's going to ruin your mindset. It's going to affect your mental health. It's going to make people judge you. You'll feel embarrassed about it in the future. And you can feel embarrassed and you should feel embarrassed.
Yeah, apparently Owen Jones got in on it. Should we have a look? Should we see if we can find what Owen Jones said? Owen Jones, Hugh Anthony. I don't know that there's any... I can't see it. Someone saying Hugh Anthony is the bastard love child of Oswald Mosley and David Brent. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Owen Jones replied to a tweet about it.
But if you grow from it and you become stronger, you should also feel pleasure, feel empowerment. Empowerment that you had the ability to break away. Empowerment that you managed to stand up in the face of these people. Empowerment that fear is something you can learn to tame. That's what I've learned to tame. And that's the point of me saying. It's the point to show you,
Really,
if
man?
you really think
Really?
that's bad, and I know
He's learned to tame the thirst for cock.
to slam me about. They all have OnlyFans. They all send each other nudes. They all are involved in drug culture. They all have casual sex. I don't. They only hate me because they can't control me anymore. I'm not brainwashed by these idiots anymore. Your cultural Marxism, your Jewish propaganda no longer works.
He literally does blame him being gay on the Jews. He thinks it's the Jews' fault that he's gay. He thinks the Jews made him gay. So the Jews convinced him with propaganda for him to go and be gay and like take it raw up the ass from other dudes.
I grew up. When are you going to join me? When you grow up, you'll realize that the future's more important than the past. When you grow up, you'll realize that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason. Because what's ahead of you matters more than what's behind you. What's important...
and we all know what's behind this guy, don't we? And we all know what this guy likes having behind him, don't we? Okay.
Is the future of everything going around us, not the past of what we may have lived. And a lot more people are going to come out with things like these in the coming years, especially with social media gaining traction, especially with things like Snapchat and hookup culture giving so much attention. You're going to see a lot more people that are groomed.
Awesome gay joke. Thank you.
Into this lifestyle, that are groomed.
He's
into these
groomed.
ideals.
You were groomed
at a young age.
You were groomed into being gay by Jewish propaganda. Where is that Fuentes clip about how not everything is the Jews' fault? Do I still have this bookmarked? No, I can't see it. I can't see it. Someone have sent it to me if I've got it. Anyway, I think we've seen enough of his little speech here, to be honest. There's a different video. He did like a Twitter video where he addresses it too, so let's watch that.
It's not really a video I was expecting to make this morning, but also probably one that I did see coming eventually, because a past is always going to be brought up. So, as I'm sure a few of you have seen now, or many of you have seen, is a tweet which is depicting out of context DMs between me and individuals from the past, or a video of me at a concert from the past which depicts me in a drunken state. Now, these people are making this out to be current me. They're making this out to be the man that I am now. Frankly, that's wrong. It's not who I am now. These videos are used not as a defame.
It was like it literally wasn't even that long ago. It literally was not even that long ago. Like most of the shit was like a year ago.
Against me, but to try and slander my politics and to try and make me out to be unreliable.
In fact, guys, before we get too far into this, now is actually a great time. I think we've not done a show yet, so let's do that quickly. Guys, how many people are here right now? How many people? 360 people. 360 people here right now. 60 likes on the stream. Some of those 300 people, would you mind please moving the cursor to thumbs up and clicking it, or pressing a thumbs up on the mobile device? That'd be huge appreciated. Now, liking is totally free. Liking is totally free. We would love to see you using your free likes to boost the stream. However, one thing we like even more than the free likes to boost the stream is paid donos. We love paid donos here, okay? So, there's a Stream Elements link in the pinned chat message, which you can go to donate directly through Stream Elements, which is great. We love that. That's awesome. However, you can also go through YouTube. You can buy Super Chats. You can buy a Super Chat, which will highlight a message and read it on TTS if it's over $5, which is epic. We love that. You can also buy a membership. You can buy a membership to the channel. You can gift a membership. You can gift a whole bunch of memberships randomly throughout the chat. You can buy super stickers, which are YouTube image or GIF that we highlight in chat, and I'll describe it to you. What else is there? Super stickers, those are awesome. We love super stickers. Memberships, awesome. I suppose Discord, discord.gg/Kuihman, where you can go and engage with the community. Thank you for the $20. PoBG saying, I'm too lazy to hit the like button. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, discord.gg/Kuihman. You can go join the Discord community there. Reddit.com/r/Kuihman. That's the subreddit. Very important stuff there. Politics posts. I farm content from there sometimes. Thank you for the $5, Jimberly. Dude, shut up and play the gay, praying the gay away. You're so boring. No, I think I'll sit here and chill for a bit longer, actually. Reddit community is awesome. We love the Reddit community. What else is there? Twitter. We love Twitter. Twitter.com/Kuihman. I post awesome stuff there. Great posts. Highly comedic posts. I gotta say, I'm a great poster. What can I say? Don't wanna jack myself off too much, but I'm a great poster. Then what else? What else is there? Always be clipping. ABC. ABC, always be clipping. No, my shilling is deliberately longer now. I'm actually deliberately shilling for longer. Always be clipping, guys. This is important. Always be clipping. ABC. There's an ABC guide in the subreddit. That's important. Go check that out. And post like hell. You should be running Twitter accounts. Not necessarily accounts, but a Twitter account. Reddit, everything. You should be everywhere. Posting clips, talking about content. You know, shilling. Be everywhere. All the time. That's what you should be doing, guys. Also, hype YouTube videos. That's important, too. That's important, apparently. I think, maybe. So, yeah, let's get back to the content. Awesome stuff. Okay.
I make you guys not trust me with these things. They've seen
Thank you for the $2. Thank you.
In the political sphere over the last amount of time, and now they are trying to use this to hammer me down and push me out of it. So the guy that originally uploaded a DM between him and I, completely out of context, that is an old DM. The same man, he's a Jewish guy from America that I've never met in person, very, very limited amount of contact. And he's tried to make it out like that is the same person as I am now. He's trying to make me out that that is exactly who I am. It's not true. That is not who I am. I don't do anything like that. I'm not involved in those kind of things. I've admitted before, I had a past. I did. I was an immoral man. I was a lustful man.
You were saying that you're gay and that you support same-sex adoption within the last year. What do you mean you were? Like, it's like yesterday. It's like yesterday. You, like, just changed.
I was a sinner. I found Christ. I genuinely found Christ. I believe in the light. I believe that he gave me a miracle and that he allowed me to be born again. Try again. Start afresh. Those times in my life I'm not proud of, and I've admitted before. You can go back through my tweets. You can see that I've admitted to not being proud of the man that I presented myself as. And I completely contest with that I'm not proud of the man that I presented myself as. My message still stands now.
So like, he is just like a self-hating, insecure, miserable homosexual who's like, you know, latched onto someone else's personality because he hates his own. That feels like what I'm seeing here. It feels like the easiest read in the world.
Stand now. I believe in traditional values. I believe in conserving our people. I believe in prospering our nation. I believe in fixing the social structures in the world and in our country so that nobody has to fall down the traps that I fell down. These things happen all the time, and I experience them. I experience watching people fall down these traps and fall into lust and temptation and drug addiction. And it damages people. And I mean,
it's like an addict saying they're no longer addicted, but they literally just stopped. Yes, yeah, it is literally like that because he was doing drugs as well. And it just feels like it's one of those. It seems like one of those situations where you've got some fucked up mental stuff going on. You know, maybe you're gay, maybe you're honestly even not. You know, maybe you've just got some, you know, fucking mental problem. Yeah, I honestly think some people end up just like not engaging in traditional relationships because they're fucked in the head somehow. You know, like Destiny. You know. Great example we can always call back to. This guy, I don't know how much this guy's gay and how much he's just kind of perverted, if you know what I mean. So it could be that this is a similar case. And, you know, I can totally see that with a lot of the gays that are super stuck in the, you know, addict, partying, super degenerate, like, lifestyle, like clubbing lifestyle. I can totally see that being a thing. But the idea that you've just suddenly switched out of it, and now you're an ethno-nationalist, that's cope. That's cope. That's you hating yourself and latching on something else to get out of the feeling you're in at the time.
People, it drives you to a dark place where you don't even recognize yourself. And I don't want people to live like that. And that's one of the major factors why I do what I do, is because I don't want people to live like that. I don't want anybody to have to grow up in a world that tries to drag them into sin and temptation. I want them to be able to break out of it and to be able to see their own future and prosperity against social conditioning. I fell into social conditioning. I fell into sin and temptation and lust, and it was a very bad time in my life.
Jimmy, Jimmy, this is a foul message. This is a foul message. I'm not scared of these people. They can slam me down on the bed and shove my face in the pillow and hand me all they want. I don't care. I'm Britain's bitch. Nail polish emojis.
Very bad time. Over the last 4 years of my life, I've had to experience my best friend of 11 years passing away at the age of 18.
Oh yeah, and he does this shit as well. It's like, dude, my friend died when I was 18. Okay. What? Wow, that's like so crazy. Wow, someone died? Wow, that's like the most crazy thing ever. That's like the most crazy thing ever.
I've had to experience a relationship which was very physical against me. I've had to deal with the police multiple times. I've had to deal with being spiked. I've had to deal with a lot of bad things. But I still continue to stand up and fight and to better my character.
I keep standing up to fight, even though someone spiked me in a gay bar once. I still stand up to fight. Okay? Okay?
And my values and my morals at this point in my life weren't the same as they are now. I didn't have the path and the enlightenment of what it was to understand the situations I was getting put in, understand the people that I was hanging around with. Now I do. And I think something these people are quite clearly missing out is every single one of them has disavowed me since I decided to better my life. Every single one of these people has decided to push me away. My own family has disavowed me. I continue to do what I do, not for my own gain, because I'm not gaining anything out of it, but for care. And that's all it is. It's just care. I care about the people in this world. I care about every single soul that God has gifted. I care about the future of people and people's mindset. And these people are only attacking me because of my politics. There is no other reason because of it. I guarantee you, and I know this for a fact, is there are hundreds and hundreds and thousands, millions of people that involve themselves in the exact same lifestyle that I was doing. A very immoral one where they involve themselves with nudes sent to each other and casual sex and drug culture and drunkenness. The only difference is they've put mine on blast because they don't like my politics. They're trying to disavow my message. And I don't mind if somebody can come along and take the baton and do what I do and carry the same message for the benefit of this country. It's not about me. I've said this before. I am not the message. I'm just a messenger. My values don't change. My belief in Christ doesn't change. I still believe that Christ has given me the ability to be born again and have another chance, to learn from my mistakes and try to benefit society and people and not drag myself down a dark path. I don't involve myself in that life anymore. I don't know any of those friends anymore. I don't go out. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Wow. Well, I don't get drunk.
Changed man.
I simply
definitely doesn't want coffee
anymore. I
have
a casual drink in my bedroom, do a show, care about politics, and then tweet a couple of things. I don't really talk to anyone.
Wait, he has a drunk. Oh, shit. Who called him being drunk in the video? Who said he was drunk in that stream? He has a drink before his shows. Dude, that's J-Stalk shit. That's Native American shit. That's First Peoples type beat. You an alcoholic, bro.
Anyway, I'm not a big social guy. I don't involve myself with that messaging. But these messages they're pulling out to try and disavow me, they're out of context. They're just some random sex between me and somebody else from a long time ago, to try and use that to harm my character now. If I could go back to the man that I was at those days, I would slap him in the face and say, get a grip of yourself and grow up. Don't put yourself in these situations because you don't need it. What benefit does it give you? It gives you nothing. You get no benefit from being involved in those dark areas. being involved with drug culture where you're spending your entire life just high, where you can't even rationally think for yourself because your brain is just swarmed with chemicals rather than logic and sense. And you've seen this before with people. This has happened multiple times where someone's past been dug up, and none of us have a perfect past. I've never claimed to be a perfect man. I'm not a perfect man. I still have a lot to learn. I'm only 22. I've got a lot to learn, a lot to overcome. But I've made big progress in my moral structure, my mindset, my framework, my beliefs.
No, you haven't.
And I continue to want to.
No, you have not. You are aping someone else's. Like, this is the thing that he thinks he's, like, growing up by just pretending to be Fuentes. Bro, you have, like, no fucking identity. Yeah, you're not a person. There's no identity. You have a complete self-hatred, and it's leaving a void.
To grow and to benefit myself and to avoid these temptations and to teach people from my own experiences about the dangers of these temptations and to help people manage to grapple themselves out of these lives so that nobody has to experience the torment that it is to be dragged into those kind of environments with these very horrible people that want you to suffer. Because I guarantee you, every single one of these people that's trying to attack me over what I used to do, they still do it. They still submit to sin. They still sex. They still involve themselves in casual sex. They still involve themselves in drug culture. These are the same people that will probably go out 3 times a week, getting as high as they can, and then end up at some random person's house until whatever time knows the next day.
Wow.
I wouldn't do that. That's not who I am anymore. I'm a very much more...
Okay, well, all the gay people attacking you being, like, drug addicts and shit does not really change anything, bro. That doesn't change shit. That was you 2 months ago.
Well-rounded individual, and these people are doing this because they don't like my politics. There is no other reason. It's not about my judge's character.
It's a contradiction.
People used to like me as an individual until they realised that politically we are not aligned. That values, we are not aligned anymore because I turned my life to Christ. I found the light.
It's like such cap,
So I
man.
say, I appreciate what it looks like from the outset. I appreciate what it looks like from these videos and these screenshots. But it's not us to judge the past. It's God to forgive. It's God to forgive and for life to move forwards. And I still ask for forgiveness. I ask all of you for forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness about the life that I used to live, and I hope that I can continue to benefit in the life that I am living now and to make a real change for people and to help people move forwards and away from that. I don't want this country and this world to be surrounded with sin anymore. I don't want the social indoctrination to carry on that is being pushed through our schooling and through social media. I want people to be benefited. I want people to be successful. I want people to be righteous and pure.
Like, I find it, like, what do you say about this guy other than he's a skinwalker? I'm kind of like, you know, running out of track here a little bit. Because it is just like, you're a gay dude pretending to be Fuentes. You're a gay dude with no soul. Not because you're gay, but because of some horrific act that caused your conception. There was some horrific act that caused your conception. You've been raised wrong. You've become a gay dude who hates himself. And now you're pretending to be Fuentes. Like, what else do you say other than that? What else do you say about this guy other than that? The read is so clear. It's so transparent. No, because Fuentes isn't like... First of all, I think he was gay before he was a Fuentes fan. And Fuentes isn't like gay, if you know what I mean. Fuentes kind of like gay Bates. And he's definitely a little bit bisexual. But it's all plausible deniability. It's all smoke. It's not just taking it in the ass. It's not trading nudes with dudes. It's not, you know, being in gay bars. It's just not quite the same. It just isn't the same. It's all, like, it's all smoke. It's all plausible deniability.
So I will say, yes, some of the things you'll see are true. Some of the screenshots you'll see are me. Some of it is hoax. Some of it is people making things up, like bringing up things about 2018, bearing in mind I was 15 in 2018. I was not doing anything. I'm a man that didn't even start drinking till I was 19.
This guy's a flaming fruity, perma-bottom, F-cent gay. I think I agree with that.
I just used to play video games. I had no interest in that kind of thing. So you will see a few things, and it's not me to tell you guys how to react to that. I ask for forgiveness about the life that I used to live, and I ask you to judge my character now and my moral standpoint now and who I am now rather than who I used to be. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect.
Oh, wait, where was it? Where was the line in the... Dude, there's a line in this. Oh my god. I don't know if we call
You know
this
what?
bit.
Give it an extra month. I probably would have shut up. It was a lot. Doing politics is a lot.
Did we skip past this? I think we skipped past
You've
this
got
bit, right?
millions of people a day, and I say that from my Twitter. Over 1 million impressions a day of people that want to cancel me, want to drag me down. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of backlash from it, but I still stand up and fight against it. And you know what? Yeah, I've done bad shit. I'm not the best human being. I'm not pure. I've lived a real life. I was brought up on Black Ops, not boarding schools.
Like, dude, how crazy is that? I was brought up on Black Ops, not boarding schools. The most middle-class thing you've ever fucking heard, man. The most, like, retarded, middle-class, I wish I struggled shit you ever heard. I was brought up on Black Ops, not boarding schools. Yeah, very few people go to fucking boarding schools, dude. Everyone played Black Ops as a kid. I was brought up on Black Ops, not boarding schools. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I've grown a lot, and I want to continue to grow. I love people as people. I hope that those people that are stuck in that life can break out, because I know the damage that it does. I hope that you can all find Jesus, and that you can find the light and the love that he wants to give you. Apart from that, I have nothing really else to say on this matter, but thank you for watching.
Yeah, I'm tough as nails. You weren't in the trenches watching Phineas and Ferb. You didn't even know what it was like watching Phineas and Ferb. You don't even know what it was like growing up watching Phineas and Ferb. You don't even know. You don't even know the shit I've been through. Now, that's character building. That's character building. Your mom works, so she just sits you down in front of Phineas and Ferb for a couple hours. You don't even know what I've been through. You don't know what it's like growing up in the school of hard knocks, like me. Fuck, man. Seriously, what a fucking loser. Yeah, we didn't even have Sky. That's the next one. We didn't even have Sky. I grew up without Sky TV. You didn't even know what it was like watching CITV and fucking... I don't even know what else is on preview. What? I grew up on Poppers, not public school. This is a picture of Hugh Anthony 3 months ago. With his little earring, blonde hair.